A gluten-free diet is a diet that excludes the protein gluten. Gluten is found in grains such as wheat, barley, rye, and a cross between wheat and rye called triticale. A gluten-free diet is primarily used to treat celiac disease. Gluten causes inflammation in the small intestines of people with celiac disease. Eating a gluten-free diet helps people with celiac disease control their signs and symptoms and prevent complications. Initially, following a gluten-free diet may be frustrating. But with time, patience and creativity, you'll find there are many foods that you already eat that are gluten-free, and you will find substitutes for gluten-containing foods that you can enjoy. The gluten-free diet is a treatment for celiac disease. Some people who don't have celiac disease also may have symptoms when they eat gluten, however. This is called non-celiac gluten sensitivity. People with non-celiac gluten sensitivity may benefit from a gluten-free diet. But people with celiac disease must be gluten-free to prevent symptoms and disease-related complications. Switching to a gluten-free diet is a big change, and like anything new, it takes some getting used to. You may initially feel deprived by the diet's restrictions, especially if you weren't having troubling symptoms before your diagnosis. It may help to try to focus on all the foods you can eat instead, however. You may be pleasantly surprised to realize how many gluten-free products, such as bread and pasta, are now available. Many specialty grocery stores sell gluten-free foods. If you can't find them in your area, check with a celiac support group or search online. If you're just starting with a gluten-free diet, it's a good idea to consult a dietitian who can answer your questions and offer advice about how to avoid gluten while still leading a healthy, balanced diet. Many healthy and delicious foods are naturally gluten-free. Beans, seeds and nuts in their natural, unprocessed form. Fresh eggs. Fresh meats, fish and poultry, not breaded, that are coated or marinated. Fruits and vegetables. Most dairy products. It's important to make sure that they are not processed or mixed with gluten-containing grains, additives or preservatives. Many grains and starches can be part of a gluten-free diet, such as amaranth, arrowroot, buckwheat, corn and cornmeal, flax, gluten-free flours, rice, soy, corn, potato, bean, hominy, corn, millet, quinoa, rice, sorghum, soy, tapioca, teff. Avoid all food and drinks containing barley, malt. Malt flavoring and malt vinegar are usually made from barley. Rye. Triticale, a cross between wheat and rye. Wheat. Avoiding wheat can be challenging because wheat products go by numerous names. Consider the many types of wheat flour on supermarket shelves: bromated, enriched, phosphated, plain and self-rising. Here are other wheat products to avoid: durum flour, farina, gram flour, kamut, semolina, spelt. Avoid unless labeled gluten-free. In general, avoid the following foods unless they're labeled as gluten-free or made with corn, rice, soy or other gluten-free grain. Beer. Breads. Cakes and pies. Candies. Cereals. Communion wafers. Cookies and crackers. Croutons. French fries. Gravies. Imitation meat or seafood. Matzo. Pastas. Processed luncheon meats. Salad dressings. Sauces, including soy sauce. Seasoned rice mixes. Seasoned snack foods, such as potato and tortilla chips. Self-basting poultry. Soups and soup bases. Vegetables in sauce. Certain grains, such as oats, can be contaminated with wheat during growing and processing stages of production. For this reason, doctors and dietitians generally recommend avoiding oats unless they are specifically labeled gluten-free. You should also be alert for other products that you eat or that could come in contact with your mouth that may contain gluten. These include Food additives, such as malt flavoring, modified food starch and others. Medications and vitamins that use gluten as a binding agent. Most importantly, a gluten-free diet cannot replace a formal consultation, diagnosis or recommendation from a physician or trained healthcare professional. Dietitians knowledgeable in celiac disease and the gluten-free diet play a critical role in the management of this autoimmune condition. Sticking to a gluten-free diet can be tough. But with the right education and an optimistic approach, you and your family can live a full and healthy gluten-free life.